He sighed. I really can't leave you alone for more than a day, can I? I just don't think that's really true, I said. Why's that? I crossed my arms, feeling smug. Because this would have happened whether or not you were here. I didn't do it, Reed did. He cocked his head toward Reed. You had Dylan teach you, didn't you? Reed nodded. Roman walked over, kissed my forehead, and said, I rest my case. Not one day. Traitor, I said. Not sure how that applies. Me neither, but I'll find a way. I threw up my hands. What are you doing here anyway? You never drop by without calling. He leaned over and murmured in my ear, I had something important to tell you, but it looks like it'll have to wait. Why? Roman cocked his head toward the vinca. That flower's about to be poking Jack in the rear end. Very funny, it's not that high. Roman nodded behind me. Maybe you should take a look. I gasped. The flower on nuclear steroids had jetted up to the chimney. Seriously, Dylan, Sarah said. The neighbors will start to notice. Grandma twirled the strand of pearls around her neck. It's not the neighbors you should be worried about. It's the witch council. They find out about this, and it's curtains for you girls. My jaw dropped. For us? This was your idea. You wanted the vincas to be bigger. Grandma shook her head. Bigger, Dylan, not apocalyptic. She wiggled a finger in the air. The paper-thin skin was nearly translucent from old age. There is a difference. Not that it matters now. I nibbled on a corner of my index finger and spat out a square of nail. So fix it, Grandma. You're the most experienced out of all of us. Grandma lifted her hands and mumbled something. The flower shook, rattled, and sprang even taller. This is bad, Reed said. Grandma shook an enraged hand at the plant. It's taken on a life of its own, girls. It doesn't want to stop growing and is using our own magic against us. You could say that again, I said. So what do we do? Grandma snapped her fingers. A World War II Army helmet appeared in her hands. She strapped it on and said, We go to war, that's what. Can't you just wipe the thing's memory? Sarah asked. Okay, so I know that sounds weird, right? Like, really weird, but it's true. One time, I worked some magic on a pair of scissors, charging them to life. Well, the scissors had so much fun that they didn't want to stop cutting and dancing. That's right, the inanimate object wanted to live. Apparently that's also what was going on here. Grandma fisted her hands on her hips. No time to wipe its memory, Dylan. It will fight me all the way to the end. We have to take drastic measures. Roman strode toward it. Those drastic measures better include stopping the neighbors from noticing. Suddenly, a round of screen doors opened. What's that thing? Looks like a giant flower. Well, what's it doing? Looks to me like it's growing. I rubbed my face, groaning. Apparently, I lived in a neighborhood filled with Sherlock Holmeses. Not. The house phone's shrill peal broke through the murmur coming from our neighbors. I raked my fingers through my hair. No one answer it. It's probably someone calling to see what's going on. We've got to contain this, like yesterday. I'm on it, Roman said. He strode into the house. In an emergency situation such as this one, I was almost surprised he didn't break into a sprint, or even a quick walk. No, ma'am. Roman Bain was cool as a cucumber in absolutely every situation I'd ever seen him in. Me, on the other hand, I had rings of sweat staining my armpits that I was certain would never wash out. I whirled on my grandmother and sisters. Let's try one more time to stop this thing. If we don't, we'll have Jonathan Pearbottom up our rear ends so high he'll be poking out our noses. Dylan, gross, Reed said. Sorry, let me try to be politically correct while I'm facing a giant flower that looks ready to eat our town. Sarah clicked her tongue. It wasn't even PC, it was just gross. Grandma clapped her hands. Girls, no time to argue. We've got flower power against us. We need to stop it. The four of us focused, generating what felt like enough magic to light a city. We shot it into the flower.